After years as a pastor, I know I'm not nearly the religious superhero that some think I am. I'm feeling ministry burnout for the second time. The first time, I don't even know what was happening. And this time, I just feel powerless to stop it. I've got problems in my marriage, challenges in my church. With all the politics and critics, it's hard for me to feel like I'm doing any real ministry. I feel like I've lost my passion for the work and worse, passion for Christ. I'm a man trying to keep the victory that God's given me, but I'm reminded daily of the fact that I'm falling short. Is this a midlife crisis? Or is this the way that my life is going to be? I'm holding on, but only because I don't know where else I'd go.
Energize Ministries is designed to do just that. Energize our pastors and spiritual leaders. By providing experiences that are recreational and relationships that are encouraging, we feed into the spiritual health of those who proclaim the gospel. Our mission is to continually provide support, encouragement, and refreshment to pastors and ministers, and to educate their congregations about the very real issues of burnout and depression that plague our spiritual leaders.
And there was a time about a year ago where my wife and I were blessed by this amazing ministry. It's called Energize. And Energize really blessed Tina and I to be able to get away together. We found ourselves at the top of a mountain in a teepee. And the setting was really nice. And we had an opportunity to sit around a fire and just have some time to become revitalized. And that was about a year ago, and we still talk about it to this day.
Energize Ministries, to me, is just an oasis of being able to get away, relax, release, and re-energize your spirit and get back into the wonderful ministry that God has called me to.
I was invited to go to a race out of nowhere and spent the day behind the scenes at a race. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm not personally a race fan, but on that day in Darlington, I had someone pouring into me. That's what Energize Ministries did for me that day. A day off with somebody uniquely concerned and focused on me. And it was incredible.
The thing I love about it is that Energize Ministries is proactive. It's not meant for the pastor after the meltdown happens. Energize Ministries is for the pastor who senses that pressure coming and senses things that are building in his heart and life.
I really believe in this ministry that God has called many people to help love and encourage pastors. And it's when we as a people get behind the concept or the nature of what it means to love on those that God has called full-time, that we'll see even a greater impact in our community, because as God's leaders are healthy, so is the body.
I personally want to say thank you to Energize Ministries. Their role is to invest in the pastors who invest in the churches. And when they do that, the whole church benefits.